Hello and welcome. Today I have a joy boosting practice for us. It's a practice of Iyengar yoga, acupressure and some journal prompts at the end. It's to lift our mood, boost our energy and creativity and to move us into a happy place. So you will need 2 bricks if you have them, but you can do the practice without, a bolster, and if you don't have a bolster you can roll a blanket, and a mat. So let's get started. So let's begin the practice. From Tadasana, I'm going to move my feet to hip width apart. Lift up through the front body, roll the shoulders back, let the feet be wide, broad on the earth. Ground down, feel the earth element here. Inhale, exhale, lift the arms up into Urdhva Hastasana. Reaching for joy. Place the palms together, bring the hands down to prayer position. Press the thumbs a little bit into the sternum here. Inhale, exhale. Feel the collarbones broaden, opening the heart center. Going to do that again, but now turn to face the front of your mat. And I have 2 bricks here at the front of the mat. You don't need to have them though, you can do it without. We're going to do the same thing, legs hip width apart, standing tall, arms into Urdhva Hastasana, reaching up, lengthening the side body, joining the palms, bringing the hands into prayer position, pressing into the sternum. Deep breath in, exhale. From here, bring the hands to the hip creases, bringing the torso forwards into Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. And from here, extending the spine long, folding the torso forwards. Now let the knees soften. Bring the body forwards and just let go. Let the head go, neck go, arms go. Soften and release. Take a breath. Straighten the legs again. Back to Ardha Uttanasana. Open the chest. And bring the body back. We're going to do that one more time. Up into Urdhva Hastasana. Join the palms, prayer position. Inhale, exhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Nice long spine. Soften the knees. Down into Uttanasana. Soft knees, fluid. Head, neck loose. Now place the palms down onto the mat or your bricks. Step the feet back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lengthen the side body. Press down with the feet and the palms. From here, moving into plank position. Keeping the elbows strong. Palms pressing into the bricks. Open the chest. From here down into Chaturanga Dandasana. Place the belly onto the mat. Roll the shoulders back and up into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Upward facing dog. Open the chest. Lift the front body. Up into upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And press down. From here, bend the knees. And come into Adho Mukha Virasana, forward facing hero. Bring the forehead to the earth. Extend through the arms. Press the buttocks back to the heels and extend. Take a few breaths here. then crawl the hands back towards the knees and lift the torso. From here, we're going to move into 2 standing poses. First pose is powerful pose, Utkatasana, also known as chair pose sometimes. So I'm bringing my feet hip width apart again, lifting up through the front body, and I'm coming back into Urdhva Hastasana. From here, I'm going to sit the hips back, and I'm going to come to have the wall support me here. Bending the knees, feet are broad and strong on the floor, and I'm lifting up, feeling the power in the pose, and then stand back up, Urdhva Hastasana. I'm going to do that one more time. Lifting the hands up, reaching up for joy, then sitting the hips back. Can you go lower this time? Using the wall for support, open the chest, lift the hands towards the sky. And then up into Urdhva Hastasana and back to Tadasana. One more standing pose, we're going to do Garudasana, which is eel pose. So, coming from Tadasana and bending the right leg and bringing it around the left calf, tucking the toes. From here, sit back onto the wall again for support. Level the hips against the wall, extend the arms out, bend the elbows. Now take the right elbow down, the left elbow across, and clasp the hands. Garudasana, eagle pose. Bring the hands away from the face. Feel that beautiful stretch across the back body. And breathe in now to the back of the heart. Feel the back body. And then release. Bring the arms down. Unfold the legs. Tadasana. Let's do that to the other side. So now lifting the left leg and curling it around the right. Sit back against the wall. Level the hips. The wall is your prop. Extend the arms out. Bend the elbows. Now this time we've got the left arm coming down, right arm across, and take the arms away from the face. Make the arms as thin as possible. Lift the chest. Open the back body. Think of the joy of the eagle taking flight. And then release. Release the legs. And come to standing. We're going to move into some back bends now. Back bends are excellent for boosting the mood. They open the chest, bring a feeling of elation and joy. So we're going to move firstly into camel pose. Camel pose is Ustrasana in Sanskrit. So coming to kneel on the mat, and this time if you have the bricks, you can take them at the side of you if you need them. So coming, shins placing firmly on the mat, soles, tops of the feet into the mat. Lifting the front body, rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, exhale, hands come to the sacrum, and then slowly moving the hands back to the heels and opening up. If the neck allows, let the head fall. To come up, hands back to the sacrum and come to neutral again. We'll do that one more time. If you need to use the bricks, you can take them just here at the side on any elevation, because they can be higher than your ankles, or your heels rather. So, pressing down into those shins, lifting up through the front body. Inhale, hands to sternum, sacrum, and then take the hands back to the bricks or the heels and lift that front body. Open up. To come out, hands come to the sacrum gently sit back down to a kneeling position. Mr. Iyengar said once that if you open the armpit area, you will never be depressed. And by that he meant that if we open this area of the armpit, the chest will automatically lift, and that whole lifting of the physical body actually improves the state of mind. So, the more we can lift and open, the more joy we will feel. Our next pose is another back bend. Do not need the bricks for this one. From your kneeling position, come to lie prone on the mat. This is cobra pose or bhujangasana. So, bringing the hands to the side of the body at the rib cage, and then lifting one foot and extending the leg back, and then the other, pressing down into the tailbone, nice long low back. Inhale, exhale, lift the front body and open the chest, and then release. And you can rest here for a moment, and then we'll do that one again. Plant the palms down at the rib cage, roll the shoulders back, extend the legs away. You can have your feet hip width apart here or together. If there's low back issues, hip width apart is a good place to be. Inhale, exhale, lift the front body. Feel the openness of the chest. Press strongly into the legs. Bhujangasana. And release. Bring the hands under the forehead and take a few breaths here. Pushing back up into that kneeling position. And coming into Virasana. You can take your brick, sit onto the brick, move the flesh of the calves and sit back. If this particular kneeling position doesn't feel good for the knees, you can sit in a cross-legged position. So from here, we're going to lift into Urdhva Hastasana again, lifting all that energy up, reaching for joy. From here, inhale, exhale, turn to the right. And back to center. Inhale, exhale, turn to the left. And back to center. Release the arms. And we'll twist one more time, but this time with the arms down. Inhale, lift the body. Exhale, turn. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn. And then gently back to center. To the other side, lifting the front body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn. And then gently back to the center. We're going to finish the practice now with Viparita Karani. That's legs up the wall pose. And for this you will need a bolster, or you can roll a blanket to make the bolster shape. So we're going to move into that pose now. This pose is also going to be used as our Shavasana. Take my bolster, and I'm going to place it just a brick's width away from the wall. And if you have a brick, you can use the brick against the wall to give you that distance. If not, just bring it a little ways from the wall. From here, I'm going to show you how to get in. So sit onto your bolster on the edge here and bring the hip right beside the wall. From here, lower the torso, and with the hip touching the wall, slide the legs. Release the torso down. You can remove eyewear. Lengthen the neck. You can even have a blanket under the head here if you would like. And settle in. The chest is open.
collarbones broad. Toes coming away from the wall, heels lifting, back of the legs long. And then bring the arms out to the sides and just start to settle into this position. As the legs extend, you might begin to notice that the abdomen becomes really soft. This pose is also known as inverted lake pose. And that softness in the abdomen, the tranquil feeling in the abdomen, is the tranquility of a lake. And then just start to take some soft, easy breaths here. Viparita Karani is a beautiful pose to finish any practice. It's from the shoulder stand family, so it has the benefits of an inversion, also promotes the chin lock, Jalandhara Bandha, which starts to soothe the nervous system, calm the mind. It's a whole self-care practice in itself, this just one pose. So take as much time as you would like here. 3 to 5 minutes is good if you have it. And just settle and finish the practice this way. If you can stay, that's wonderful. If you're ready to come out, you can bend your legs and put the soles of your feet against the wall. And then slowly move the torso to the right side. And you can take a breath or two here in this position. And then push the body up and come to kneeling or sitting. That concludes the yoga portion of this joy boosting practice. We're going to move on now to some acupressure. Let's move into our acupressure practice now. We're going to start with the acupressure point REN 17, and it's at the heart center. So as we were practicing in prayer position before, if we bring the hands here to prayer position and then just press into the middle of the sternum here, right in the middle of the breastplate, and you can press the thumbs into that point as we did in the practice, and just take a few deeper inhalations, deeper exhalations. We've already opened the body, so this is just a nice way to enhance all that openness, boost our mood even further. You can also just take 2 hands and place right in the middle here with the fingertips if that feels better to you. And just use the pressure that feels good. Inhale, exhale. From here, we're going to move to lung 1. If we take the collarbone here and just press, you'll feel a little indentation. Just press in and under a little bit, the collarbone, and you will feel that indentation right away. And again, you can just press and breathe. Inhale, exhale, and press into these points. Again, a wonderful point to really boost the mood, lift the spirits. Just a few more inhalations, exhalations here. And our last point is the third eye, right between the eyebrows here. That point that sometimes we can feel that we're frowning. Take middle finger and just press quite firmly into that third eye point. You may even want to close your eyes for this one. Again, inhale deeply, exhale deeply.
Inhale, exhale. And close your eyes. You may feel the forehead starting to soften here. Again, a wonderful point just to take a minute breathing here, pressing into this point can just elevate the mood. And now time for those journal prompts. So take your journal, and firstly you can just write how you feel after you've done the practice here. Hopefully your mood is elevated, you find your happy hormones have kicked in, and you are feeling more elevated generally. You can also use these journal prompts. The first one is taking time for myself and prioritizing my health and well-being is important because. And the second one is when I practice yoga and focus on my self-care, I feel, and then continue to write. I really hope you've enjoyed this mood boosting practice, this reaching for joy and finding our happy place. If you have, please leave me a comment. Also, please subscribe to this channel if you're enjoying the content. I would love to see you here. Thank you.